Do you know who is Andrea Bocelli? Bocelli was born to Alessandro and Eddie Bocelli on September 22, 1958. Doctors had advised the couple to abort him, as they predicted that the child would be born with a disability. It was evident at birth that Bocelli had numerous problems with his sight, and he was eventually diagnosed with congenital glaucoma. He has stated that his mother's decision to give birth to him and overrule the doctor's advice was the inspiration for him to oppose abortion. Bocelli grew up on his family's farm where they sold farm machinery and made wine in the small village of La Sturza, a frazione of Lajatico, Tuscany, Italy, about 40 kilometers south of Pisa. His mother and younger brother Alberto still live in the family home. His father died in 2000. Bocelli showed a great passion for music as a young boy. His mother has said that music was the only thing that would comfort him. He started piano lessons at age 6 and later learned to play the flute, saxophone, trumpet, trombone, guitar, and drums. His nanny Ariana gave him the first record of Franco Corelli, and he began to show interest in pursuing the career of a tenor. By age 7, he was able to recognize the famous voices of the time and tried to emulate the great singers. At age 12, Bocelli lost his sight completely following an accident during an association football game. He was hit in the eye playing goalkeeper during a match and suffered a brain hemorrhage. Doctors resorted to leeches in a last-ditch effort to save his sight, but they were unsuccessful, and he remained blind. Bocelli also spent time singing during his childhood. He gave his first concert in a small village not far from where he was born. He won his first song competition at age 14 with O Sol Mio at the Margherita d'Oro in Viareggio. He finished secondary school in 1980 and then studied law at the University of Pisa. To earn money, he performed evenings in piano bars. He completed law school and spent 1 year as a court-appointed lawyer. Bocelli met his first wife, Enrica Sanzotti, while singing at piano bars early in his career. They were married on June 27, 1992. Their first child, son Amos, was born February 22, 1995. Their second son, Matteo, was born on October 8, 1997. The couple separated in 2002. Bocelli lives with his second wife and manager, Veronica Berti. They met in 2002. In September 2011, the couple announced that Berti was expecting her first and Bocelli's third child, a daughter, in the spring. His daughter Virginia was born March 21, 2012. The couple live in Forte dei Marmi on the Mediterranean. Bocelli's first wife and 2 sons live in the couple's previous residence in the same commune, in Versilia. Bocelli married Veronica Berti on March 21, 2014 at the Sanctuary of Montenero in the coastal town of Livorno, Italy. On April 30, 2000, Bocelli's father, Alessandro Bocelli, died. His mother encouraged him to honor his commitments, and so he sang for Pope John Paul II, in Rome, on May 1 and immediately returned home for the funeral. At his July 5 performance, filmed for PBS as American Dream, Andrea Bocelli's Statue of Liberty concert, Bocelli dedicated the encore Sogno, Dream, from his 1999 album Sogno, to the memory of his father. In October 2013, Bocelli bought a second home in North Miami Beach. Bocelli is a self-declared fan of Italian soccer club Inter Milan. In an interview in Pisa, he told a group of Inter fans that my passion for Inter started during my college years, when Inter was winning everything in Italy and the world. When Inter won the Champions League in 2010, I was with my friends, and I was listening to the game on the radio, and everything was a little bit in advance, so I was celebrating before them. That night I was also brought to tears of joy. In 1992, Italian rock star Zucchero held auditions for tenors to make a demo tape of his song Miserere to send to Italian tenor Luciano Pavarotti. After hearing Bocelli on tape, Pavarotti urged Zucchero to use Bocelli instead of him. Zucchero eventually persuaded Pavarotti to record the song with Bocelli, and it became a hit throughout Europe. In Zucchero's European concert tour in 1993, Bocelli accompanied him to sing the duet, and he was also given solo sets in the concerts, singing Nessun Dorma from Giacomo Puccini's opera Turandot. Bocelli signed with the Sugar Music label in Milan after Caterina Caselli heard Bocelli sing Miserere and Nessun Dorma at a birthday party for Zucchero. In December, Bocelli entered the preliminary round of the Sanremo Music Festival in the category of Giovanni, performing Miserere. He won the preliminary competition with the highest marks ever recorded in the newcomers section. On December 28, he debuted in the classical world in a concert at the Teatro Romolo Valli in Reggio Emilia. In February 1994, he entered the main Sanremo Festival competition with Il Mare Colmo della Sera, and he won the newcomers section, again with a record score. Following his win, Bocelli released his debut album of the same name in April, and it entered the Italian top 10, being certified platinum within weeks. As the winner of the newcomers section at the 1994 Sanremo Festival, Bocelli was invited to return the following year. He entered the main competition with Con te partiro and finished in 4th place. The song was included on his second album, Bocelli, produced by Mauro Malavasi, and released in November 1995. In Belgium, Con te partiro became the best-selling single of all time. His third album, Viaggio Italiano, was released in Italy in 1996. He was invited to sing a duet with English soprano Sarah Brightman at the final bout of German boxer Henry Maske. Brightman had approached Bocelli after she heard him singing Con te partiro whilst she was dining in a restaurant. Changing the title lyric of the song to Time to Say Goodbye, they re-recorded it as a duet with members of the London Symphony Orchestra, and sang it as a farewell for Maske. The single debuted atop the German charts, where it stayed for 14 weeks. With sales nearing 3 million copies, and a sextuple platinum award, Time to Say Goodbye eclipsed the previous best-selling single by more than 1 million copies. He topped the Spanish singles chart in 1996 with a duet with Marta Sanchez, Vivo poorella, the Spanish version of Vivo poorella, recorded with Georgia for his 1997 compilation album, Romanza. He also recorded a Portuguese version of the song with Brazilian singer Sandy. At the 42nd Grammy Awards, Bocelli was nominated twice. The Prayer was nominated for Best Pop Collaboration with Vocals, and for Best Male Pop Vocal Performance. Bocelli performed it with Dion at the ceremony. His World Tour 2000 started on March 31st. In May, his Sacred Arias album was voted Album of the Year by listeners of the Classic FM radio station in the UK. His world tour continued from 12 to May 14th, with 4 concerts in Japan and South Korea. At the end of the UEFA European Football Championship, he performed with Valerie Gergiev and Renee Fleming at a concert on the River Maas in Rotterdam. On July 6th, he performed at the Statue of Liberty in New York City for his third PBS special American Dream, Andrea Bocelli's Statue of Liberty concert. The concert was a dedication to his father, who died in the beginning of 2000. He was accompanied by the New Jersey Symphony Orchestra under the direction of Maestro Stephen Mercurio, with special guest soprano Ana Maria Martinez, and a surprise appearance by Sarah Brightman to sing with Bocelli on Time to Say Goodbye. For the final encore, he dedicated Sogno to his late father. On August 17th, he performed in Giuseppe Verdi's Messa di Requiem at the Verona Arena in Rome. On May 27, 2009, Bocelli sang Il Gladiator, from the Gladiator soundtrack, followed by the UEFA Champions League anthem, which is based on Zadok the Priest by G.F. Handel, during the opening ceremony of the 2009 UEFA Champions League final, in the Stadio Olimpico, in Rome. On November 3rd, My Christmas, his first holiday album, produced by David Foster, was released and went on to become the best-selling holiday album of the year. The Andrea Bocelli and David Foster Christmas Special, the PBS special of the album, first aired on Thanksgiving night in the United States and continued to be broadcast in the United States and Canada throughout the month of December. On November 3rd, during the world premiere of Disney's A Christmas Carol, in Leicester Square, London, Following the switching on of the annual Oxford Street and Regent Street Christmas lights, Bocelli led the St. Paul's Cathedral Choir and more than 14,000 people across the capital as they broke the official Guinness World Record for the biggest ever Christmas carol sing-along, singing Silent Night. He completed his performance in Leicester Square with God Bless Us Everyone, the closing song of the movie, which he provided the vocals for in English, Italian and Spanish. He returned to the United Kingdom, December 16th, for an appearance on The One Show, broadcast live by BBC One, and on The Alan Titchmarsh Show, which aired December 18th, on ITV1. Bocelli is a widely popular singer with a substantial fan base worldwide. However, he is also a polarizing figure in classical music, whose voice and performances have routinely been the subject of negative reviews by critics. Italian tenor Franco Corelli praised Bocelli's voice after hearing it for the first time during a master class in 1986 in Turin, and he later gave Bocelli private lessons. Celine Dion said while introducing him during her Christmas special for These Are Special Times, in 1998, that if God would have a singing voice, he must sound a lot like Andrea Bocelli, and David Foster, a producer of the album, often describes Bocelli's voice as the most beautiful in the world. Similarly, jazz singer Al Jarreau, who performed with Bocelli on the Night of the Proms tour in Europe in 1995, described him as the most beautiful voice in the world, and American talk show host Oprah Winfrey commented on her talk show that, "When I hear Andrea sing, I burst into tears." After attending Bocelli's concert at the Hollywood Bowl in 2009, British-American actress Elizabeth Taylor said, "My mind, my soul were transported by his beauty, his voice, his inner being. God has kissed this man, and I thank God for it." Taylor had been a passionate fan of Bocelli's since the beginning of his music career in the mid-1990s. Other fans include Albert II, Prince of Monaco, who invited the tenor to sing at his wedding, as well as Sarah, Duchess of York, and actress Isabella Rossellini. I hope you have benefited from this very informational video. If you have any questions, then do leave it in the comments section below, and I will try my best to answer. Thank you for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel and click that notification bell for future video updates.